right. What is going on, everyone? We are live. It is Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome back to the Unconventional Mindset. My name's Odum, and this is our live stream where every Monday through Friday, basically every day, we get together, we work on our business, we figure things out, we talk about things, and we're trying to build a business that is going to generate us $1 million in revenue every single year. Last year, we made just shy of $100,000 Canadian. And, this year we're gunning for 250,000. So we'll see how we go. So a long ways to go, especially because this year I've pretty much haven't done much client work because we're focusing on building products instead of, trying to trade our time for money. We're trying to create products that people are going to be able to use and hopefully enjoy. Okay, so we're going to dig right in. So today I'm pretty pumped because we're going to finally push our new style guide, version 1.0, out to the world, I guess you can say. So, yeah, so I'm just going to zoom in here just so you guys can see. So I made a few little updates here, and the updates are basically having a little bit of a logo-ish kind of thing here, and a switch from a visual view to a code view. So if you're here in the visual view, this is like the code view where you can kind of see what the actual properties are of everything. So it's giving you an idea of what is going on with each one of these classes or elements as well too, with like body and paragraphs and all that kind of stuff. But if you go to switch to visual view, that just goes you to this page here where it's the same thing in terms of all the different classes, but it just kind of showcases what you're actually getting, I guess you can say. So like with a paragraph, this is what it looks. Block quote, this is what it looks like. Here's what the H1 and H3, all like the heading tags look like, right? Text size, text weight, all the fun stuff, right? And the text colors, all the classes and everything are in here. And this is the one that is kind of needed because this one actually defines the classes. Like if you go in here, this is margin top 1, right? So that gives you that actual class. So this is defined. So this is kind of like, I don't know if you'd say this is the main sheet. I guess they're both. I don't know. I don't know which one should be the main one. Maybe this one should be because this is, I don't know. It's actually a good question. This is the first one that I've done that I did anyways. I should probably make the titles consistent. We'll think about how to do that. Anyways, okay. So, but the one thing that I think needs to get done is, I think everything is working well. I need to figure out these proper namings. But I think everything is looking good even when we're on mobile. Yeah, so everything's looking good. So, perfect. Yeah, so we're good. We're good for everything here. All right. Right. The one thing that I wanted to do is, it's the changelog. Now, actually, I'm kind of thinking of what I should do with this. Because I don't want to update this changelog in multiple spots. I guess we could create it as a component. Because basically what I was thinking of, there's a changelog right here, which, has the different, all the different updates, right? Yeah. But what I was thinking of just putting out, I wanted to just put it basically on the bottom of the page. So like when you click on, here, I'm just going to copy this. We'll go in here. So when you click on this version 1.0, it'll take you to the change right here. So I think we're going to just do that right now. So let's create a new div tag. We're going to call it pi section changelog. And we'll just paste this stuff in here. Okay. And we'll copy this, paste it here. I'm going to call this changelog. Actually, let's just type it in here. History of changes, improvements, and additions. Well, they're all the same. History of changes and improvements. Oh, I'm really skippy here. Very strange. It's not very responsive. Okay. History of changes and improvements made to the Piixel pieces style guide. Excuse me. Okay. Delete that. Delete. Well, no, not the whole thing. Okay. So how should we put this in? I think, I don't know, we don't want this in a grid. Well, pie section. So that's the content. You can delete that. And delete that. We'll just call this, we'll rename this. Just like that. And then we'll rename this one. And then this will just be an entry. Cool. I like that. Let's remove that. Let's unlink that. Let's actually just remove that just for now. So we have H2. This is H2, so no, this needs to be H3 for one thing right here. And we're actually going to delete that. We're just going to give it pi H3. And we're actually just going to call it version 1.0. This one, I'll do that there. Switch this to H3. Let's go into here. Underscore H3. Okay, I like the date here. Entry date. Unlink. We're going to give it what color? Font size. Yeah, I think one's good. I think here we want to have a little bit of less margin. So let's go margin bottom, maybe just 1. Create combo class. Yeah. Right, and let's make this one a little bit more. There we go. This one here, margin bottom 1. And this is I mean, we have all ordered lists, right? Did anything happen? I don't think anything happened. No, everything looks good. Okay. I think what I want to do here is pi changelog underscore entry list. I'm actually going to change this here just so it's aligned how I like it. Okay. Move that one up, and then we're going to go here. We're going to display this one flex downwards, and the gap. Ooh, how much of a gap do we need for each one of these? I think that one might be too much. Let's go with 2.5. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like I'm seeing a border on the bottom somewhere. I am. It's on here. All right, let's get rid of that. Let's see, what else can we do to change this or to update this? I think that's good. So we copy and paste this here. Version 1.0. January, we are in May 24. Okay, so added code view to added code view to all classes and elements. And what else did we do? We updated variables to include how do we say this? Updated variables to I'll just say, I'll do a couple things. Updated variable colors to new system using I don't, what is that even called? I think there's some name for it. I'm just trying to see if I can. Just to signify, I guess like the hue, the saturation. Updated variables. I'll say implemented a new color system and variables. System for brand and neutral colors. Is that, yeah. For brand, neutral, and utility colors. With brand, yeah, okay, there we go. What else do we do? Improvements to typography and layout. Layout. I just want to say variables, I guess. I mean, typography and layout right here. What else did I do? So I'll just say removed some grid layouts. So we did that. What else did we do? Added new default styling to form checkboxes and radio buttons. Okay, and what else did we do? Removed some utility. Okay, yeah, we did that. And then we simplified page layout and structure. Simplified default page layout and structure. All right, so put that ID there. And now we actually want to make this into a component. Change log. Create that. Actually, let's see if, see if this is actually going to link to it. Yes, it looks like it will. And if we go here And we want to add it all the way. We want to add another thing here. Oh, actually, shoot. I know this is going to be a little bit different. Visual section. Right, because this heading is going to be different. Shoot. So instead of actually, let's go. Okay. I need to, oops, okay. All right, let's go back here. Oh, I basically need to delete that. Copy. The section header, right? So let's, we need to copy this. Paste it here. Go back in here. Paste that here. Control Alt, put that in a group. I'm gonna call this one. Copy. Delete that. Okay. This thing still needs to be change log. But this is what needs to go into a component. So let's go. Come on, stop it. To delete this one. Okay, go back here. Right, now make this into a component. Okay. So if I go back to the top here, click this. Okay, that's not working. Okay. Should have a back to the top button. So that looks good. Let's go here. Basically need to create a new section, and in here, throw that in there. There we go. So now I just need to update this whenever I, update everything. Okay, so that's not so bad. I mean, this whole navigation should be in a component as well, too. Maybe this whole sidebar. Yeah, let's do that as well. Oh, wait. It might be a little different because of what it's going into. Let's leave that. I don't think that's, yeah, we'll do little updates to that later. That's even just kind of an internal thing where I know I just could do things to make things a little bit cleaner, but that's not too critical right now, I don't think. Okay, so we have this home. So this is all the old stuff, which I'm pretty sure we can get rid of. So, and I have this kind of new home page right here. So I think this is, actually, I need to see what this looks like on smaller screens. I haven't done that yet. Let's go. Main wrapper. Home container. I need to add padding here. There we go. Okay, so on here, let's reduce this size by quite a bit. Okay, that's good. Maybe we can reduce this slightly as well. And here, on landscape, yeah, still looks okay. It's tough to say if this is how this is going to, like, if this is going to fit on a phone. 0.125. And then here on a phone. Okay. So here's where we can go back to this home container. Give it a little bit less of a padding. Here we can change. Yeah, we definitely don't want that to wrap. What could we do about that? I feel like there's not much we can do about that. Maybe we can just change the size. Ugh. So we unlink it. There we go. It's not going to work for everyone, but for most of them. Is flex. I think 0.325. There we go. That's a little bit better. Okay. So this one, we also, whoops. Want this to be a little smaller. Actually, now we need to take a look at our letter spacing. Whoops. Negative. 2.5. All right. And make that smaller as well too. I think what we should do is, instead of this one being, I think it's the layout. Yeah, I think maybe we should align it at the top instead. However, we do need to give it some spacing. 5 would be too little. Maybe 8. And then here on the phone. Feel like on the phone here, we might want to give it just a little bit more. No, I think that'll be fine. Okay. So this is our like landing page. So what we want to do is we want to make this one our home. Yeah, make homepage. Okay. And this view style guide is going to take us to the style guide. And this old home page, this one, we can delete this one. And this page we can also delete because this is the old one. So now we have the style guide. Excuse me. And I'm just going to say style guide, and we're going to call this one visual view. What should we call this one? I don't know what we should call it. What should the URL be? Saga visual. We'll save that. Okay, and we'll call it Piixel pieces style guide or visual view. Showcases how each class and element within the Piixel pieces style guide appears when used in a Webflow project. All right. So we save that. And this one here, style guide, it's a code view. Piixel pieces style guide, code view. This page actually, let me go here. Let's copy this one. This page showcases every single property and applied to every class and element used within the style guide. This page. This page showcases every single property applied to every class. Showcases all the properties applied to every class and element used within the, Okay, that looks good. Go here. This page showcases how each class and element within the pixel appears. Okay, and if we go to home, this is going to go to style guide code view. Right. Okay, so if I go here, I need to fix that. That's not good. So is link. So that's interesting. The color is set to this. I think I need to go when visited. Also set to this, I think. Yeah. Okay, and what I actually want to do here is give it a little bit of a transition. Font color, 300. There we go. So view style guide. And switch the code view. And switch to visual view. Okay. So I think is that it? So if we go, actually, I think what we want to do is, and we could save this one as a draft, and then save this one as a draft, and then we can, and then if we publish this, so I think if we go to our style guide, I think it's, here's our style guide, right? So I think we can update this. Oh, what does it say? 2 issues to improve on this page. Duplicate IDs. Where do I have that? There's a text color. Right, that should not be text color. This needs to be margins. What is wait. What is going on here? Hang on a second. Where is the pie text color? Oh, it's on there. Okay, so just get rid of that ID. Let's see. Right. Margins, spacing, padding. Okay. Okay. Oh, another issue to improve. Duplicate ID here on the grids. Pie grids. Okay, so I think I have it on here, and I probably have it on here. No. Oh. Right, because I copied it. Right. Okay. So that resolved. Let's take a look at this page, make sure there's also no issues. I'm missing an alt text. Okay, missing an alt text. So, how do I add an alt text to this? Oh, here we go. Custom description. Oh, actually, we'll just use the alt text from the asset, because I think, is this in here? Yeah, it is. Image placeholder used in rich text demo. Okay. Right, that should work. Clears everything out. And nothing in here. All right, so let's publish this. And should be live, which is cool. Taking its time. Okay. Don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Yeah, it usually doesn't take this long, so that's a little bit concerning. Yeah. Yeah, it usually doesn't take this long. Let's see what's up. Let's try this again. Right, maybe because I do have it open in another browser. Maybe that's an issue. All right, let's try this again. Okay, there it goes. And we should be able to view it. There we go. Oh yeah, well we can't see it because it's not published. Should it be published? Maybe it should be published. Let's go here. So how do we get it to update the actual cover image? I'd like to be able to update the cover image. An error. Maybe it takes, I don't know if it takes some time. Let's go to our dashboard. Because if we go, I guess it's in pixel pieces. Yeah, so this looks nice. So there's our style guide there. So that updated that image. Now, if I don't know what's here, if I refresh this, if I view these details, okay, so it's updated here. Looks terrible. Why does it say like more sites? Like this is weird. Can I edit this? Right, I need to upload a thumbnail image. Okay, so let's do that. Let's basically, well, what's the criteria? 540 by 360. Okay, let's do that. New file. Was it 540 by 360? That's what I think it said. No, that can't be right. Oh, it is. I just didn't punch it in right. 540 by 360. Dun, dun, dun. Let's go. What do we want to do? Do we want to just copy this and I mean, I guess we can just take a screenshot here, paste it in here. Something like this. It's definitely not perfect, but that's okay. Let's get it the highest quality that we can. Export. And let's just put it on the desktop. Piixel. Style guide. thumbnail. Upload thumbnail image. It's on the desktop. Piixel stock thumbnail. Right. Now, what should we say? So, his style guide is a minimal framework. Built specifically for designers. It utilizes clear class names and less elements to create to help us build projects that are easier to maintain. Something like that. All right. I think we should have style guide. Invalid tag. Okay. And then Piixel. All right. And save changes. Okay, excellent. So I think, yeah, that's it. I mean, we're live, right? So if we open up the live site, but this is the page is not found. So what should we do? Should they be published or should they not? I mean, I think we should, yeah, I don't know. I think we need to leave it published, right? So if people see it, like if they link to it, or yeah, what am I trying to say? If people go in here and then they view the live site, then yeah, and if there's a big button here that says View Style Guide, people should be able to view it, right? Right. I think, yeah, let's publish it. And then we'll worry about, I mean, it's not a worry, but then we should see if we need to actually keep them hidden or not. So we open the live site, view the style guide, should be good. Okay. So actually a couple things that we should do, I think. Number one, our home page needs titled Piixel Pieces Style Guide. Save those changes. Copy. And let's go here. Okay. Save that. Now let's go to our site settings. We want a favicon. So where did I put those? Let's go into, I think it's Piixel's resources. Pixel pieces, right. So favicon here. And I feel like we should actually maybe make this blue, but we'll worry about that later. All right. Publish this again. And let's go back here. Yeah, now it's got the favicon. Cool. Pixel pieces, style guide. Oh, we need to change its it's a visual view. Visual. Okay. Let's go back here. Need to go back into the designer. This is just little cleanup stuff here that we're doing. Nothing too crazy. Oh, come on. I wish this wasn't so compressed and condensed. I wonder why it's doing that. I think maybe because it's in a different view. Okay. Shoot, what did I want to do? What was I going to do? There's something I was looking at here that I didn't like. Oh my goodness. What was I going to do? Oh no. Oh, is it still hot? Oh, I was actually thinking about you all the past couple of days, just hoping that that the weather would cool down. So that's really sucks that it's so hot. Because I was just thinking today it's like a beautiful 24-degree day with a light breeze, just sunshine, and moderate temperature. Then I'm thinking of you. It's like, oh man, you're like twice the temperature practically. And then I don't want to know what it's like with the humidity. So I feel for you. I hear you. I hope you're hanging in there. Because yeah, that's not fun at all. Okay, so yeah, what was I going to do? I wanted to do something in here. What was it? It was in here, but what was I going to do? With this? Shoot. Oh my goodness. What the hell was what was I doing? It was going to be one small thing. What was I looking at? We're looking at this. Something to do with this, maybe? Oh, I don't know. Oh, man. Is it to do with this button? Oh, I updated the icons. Oh, I know. There was something in, right. There was something in the, right. I think it was in the page name. Pixel pieces. Yeah, right here. Style guide. Yeah, that's what I want to change. Oh, my goodness. A little thing. And publish. So it's 8:30 a.m. We're at 32 degrees and 48 are expected at noon. That is literally double because what I was going to say, it's going to be 24 here. Man, yeah, that's as close to hell as you could probably get. I mean, it could be worse. I heard some parts of like when you're in Dubai, where I think the temperature pushed even over 50 degrees, which is crazy. It looks great. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I think you could add in some before images of the component or the guide. I guess some images of the components or the guide. So I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that. I think you could add in before. This is the images here. I guess what I'm concerned about here is just how this is actually looking. So this is where I guess people are going to land. Well, they can land on this. And I want to be able to just change this. This would be nice to change. But I think this is actually taking the code and putting it in here. Yeah, it's squishing it because the way that this code is, as everything is like this home container, it's, well, actually, let's just take a look here. The layout, where are we? Got to pin this. This thing here, it's just aligned to the center. So there's not very much space here, up and down. So maybe what we can do, maybe we can just make this a little bit smaller. Oh, so you actually, to use images as backgrounds. Right. I see what you're saying. But images, other components. Oh, do you mean like how I have it in pixel pieces? Is that what you're talking about? I guess I'm just not sure where you mean I should put images of the components. Like, I'm not sure. Yeah, I just don't know where exactly you want those images to go. Or I don't know if you're talking similar to what I have here on this page. But this guide is not, it's not about the components at all. It's just kind of about like the starter template that you can use to start building websites using, I guess using kind of the classes that I already have here. And then of course, pixel pieces, the components. I just need to look, I know I'm going to need to look at every single one of these components and make sure that I'm using the same system. Because I don't believe it's 100% just quite yet. I think what I'm going to do here is I want to put I can't put like a maximum. I was thinking of maybe putting like a minimum like margin. I don't think you can. Yeah, that makes everything really kind of strange. So I think we're just going to make this smaller. And by making it a little bit smaller, we should give it a little bit more breathing room. That's 6. Okay, instead of a button to see the guide, I put one to download it after entering the email to create data. Oh, I see what you're saying. Right. So the thing about this though is looking at all, I totally see what you're saying. Looking at all the different style guides, it's really kind of like it's a Webflow clone. Like it's not actually like a website that I have where you can like interact. Like it's really for people to get to here so that they can clone it. So if you go like even in Webflow, like if you go to the marketplace, I guess this is kind of where we are. If we search for style guide, like it's going to bring up all the style guides. Oh, wait, here's mine. So like this is just kind of what it is. So it's, and people can view, like can we look at maybe a more popular one? I don't know. So the idea is to like open in Webflow or open the live site, right? So, because I can open it here in Webflow, and it's not to have a full-blown like actual website. It's just, again, for people to have whatever it is that like they want to be able to take the style guide and use that as a template to build their own website from, right? So it's not a lead generating magnet. It's just a template for you to go ahead and use your stuff. And I don't want to put in anything in there that they're just going to have to delete, and they'll have to delete all that input stuff and all that kind of thing. So it's not quite the place for that kind of thing. Right. Anyways, just kind of giving examples here. So just how other people are doing it like this is just like, hey, it's just a style guide. It's just a straight specific thing, and away we go. Yeah, just kind of like this one here. It's just for people to see. So that being said, where was I? Let me back up here. Whoop. Okay, can I oh, I need to, hang on. I need to publish this. And, right. Now let's refresh. This should be a little bit more. Yeah, it's breathing a little bit more. Okay, I like that better. Okay, so switch to PDF. I would buy a style guide. Tell me better understand the UX, UI, and even more so if it sells for $5 or $10. So listen. I know I hear exactly what you're saying, and I think there's just a little bit of a disconnect between what the purpose of a Webflow specific style guide is. Like if you look at let's look at the let's look at the client first, right? So these guys have their style guide. These guys are pretty much the leader in creating a style guide for Webflow. And if you go here to get the clonable, you come to their client first guide right here. And the purpose of this one, this isn't where they make their money, I guess to say, right? It's to get people to use their system of how they create and build Webflow websites. So that'll just help them get business through other ways that they're getting business, right? So, and if you look at the actual site here, it's just this. Like this is the clonable, and there's just read the docs and whatever. And you go read the docs and it just takes you to their site or what have you. So I think this might be a better way for me to go, would be to maybe instead of saying view the style guide, maybe this will be read the documentation, and then you get to Piixel pieces / style guide or whatever, and then have the blah 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 the what's the word I'm looking for? Have the documentation right on that page. So, and when people take this and when they clone it, like if you open this in Webflow, so the whole idea is like right away you have all the classes and all the elements ready to go for you to use in your project, right? It has the variable panels, like everything's all set and it's free to go. So it's like a project that you give to people to do their things. And then other things like you're saying, like a PDF or documentation or what have you. I think that like that's definitely going to be coming in terms of me developing the actual documentation for how to use the style guide and create projects with it. But those are things that I want to put out for free and give people the tools and resources to figure out how they can build websites. And then, you know, if they want to go into the actual being able to buy the components that I built, then they can have the money, or then they can pay the money and have access to those things. So I hope that kind of makes sense. And I hope I'm explaining that in the right way in terms of what the purpose of a Webflow style guide is for, right? It's not for just showing you like UI, UX stuff. It's for giving you a base template for starting with. Basically, almost as if you would create a Webflow template, but you would strip it of all the unnecessary stuff and just have a very, very minimal theme for you to go ahead and start developing on, right? And within that theme, you have set out in your CSS specific things for all your headings and your colors and all that kind of stuff. Just a minimal. So it's almost like it's a CSS template / framework, in essence, but put in Webflow form. Yeah, but I in terms of the whole shark mind, I super appreciate that, and that's something that I do need to keep in mind, that I'm in this at the end of the day too to make money, and I want to make a lot of money. But I need to figure out, you know, I just always want to make sure I want to kill people with value, provide people with so much value that they almost feel guilty for all the stuff that they're getting from me. And then they just kind of want to buy, right? So I hear that a lot from somebody like Christo, who runs The Future, and of all of these other guys that really are into the whole education and teaching space. And they say, you know, people have gotten so much value from the work that I've done that they just want to send me like $1,000 or they just want to buy my products, not even because they want to use it, but just because they want to support that person. So that's what I'm hoping I can get to that point. So remember Shark Mind. Yeah. Shark Mind. 100%. Oh, sorry. There's a comment. Yeah. So Shark Mind. You explained it very well, but you're not thinking about the new designers who are still struggling to know the size of the buttons, the paddings, etc. So I'm hoping, again, I do need to get the documentation out because that's not done yet. But one thing that's different from my style guide to everyone else's style guide is that when you're viewing it here, like I'm actually showing what the properties are for every single element, right? So it's all listed here. So if you look at this style guide as an example, we go here, it just showcases everything in just a visual way, but it doesn't say anything about how it's actually done code-wise, right? Which is kind of one of the things about Webflow is that you can do things without learning how to code, which is kind of one of the whole points of it. But that's why, in my style guide, it is, oh my goodness. So you can see it in this code view to see what everything's going on in code, or you can use it or view it in this visual way to show you what everything is going to look like when you actually apply those classes or those elements into your project. So I'm hoping, again, for me, I haven't seen anybody do it this way. So it's kind of like best of both worlds. So I'm hoping that'll help me, rise up a little bit from what everyone else is doing. But yeah, about the new designers, totally get it. Totally understand. I'm with you 100%. And that's why once I have somewhere in Piixel or Pixel Pieces or whatever, I haven't decided exactly where it's gonna go. But there's going to be a whole documentation that's going to show people how to use the style guide, what it's for, and what all the different classes and everything inside there are for. So it's just going to take some time. So do be patient with me. Like developing and doing all this kind of stuff, like it's a lot of work, and I only have 24 hours in a day, just like most people. So I'll get there, and I hear you, and I agree with you 100%. So it's just going to take some time to do all of this stuff because there's so much that I'm doing here, as a team of one kind of thing. Okay. So, thank you very much, Rolando. Much appreciated. So that's it. We're live. So the style guide is up and ready for everybody. I think I'll put in the comment below or something like that or maybe in the description where there's a link to it. I would really appreciate if anybody who's watching, Rolando, I know you're not using Webflow yet, which is totally cool. One of these days we'll convert you. But yeah, do check it out. Let me know what you think. And that'll be great. So it's Friday, Pizza Friday. Rolando, stay cool, man. Yeah, I feel you. Stay cool because that's really, it can get dangerous as well too. So do keep you and your family in good spirits and in good health in that crazy temperature. And everyone, have a great weekend, fantastic weekend. Keep plugging away, keep working away, and together, you know what? We're going to get there. We're all going to reach our dreams and our goals of creating a business which is going to help provide for our family for years and years to come. Take care. Have a good one. Absolutely. Take care of yourself. It's very crazy out there. Take care, everyone. Enjoy the weekend as much as you can, whatever your weather is. And we'll see you on Monday. Have a good one.